Hello everyone, my name is Lestari. I'm a public health student. In this video, I would like to show you about the rodent surveillance that conduct in my neighborhood. As you guys know that rodent can cause some disease in humans and also animals. So we conduct rodent surveillance to identify the rodent in our neighborhood so we can control the rodent and also can prevent the disease that occur in our neighborhood that caused by rodent. Stay tuned and let's get started. One of the rodent surveillance technique is visual signs. In visual signs, we take photograph of the visual of droppings and then footprint and then teeth marks and also the rodent itself. And we need some equipment that help us to conduct the rodent surveillance. The most important equipment that used in this rodent surveillance is phone camera. We use this phone camera to capture the visuals such as droppings, footprints, and then rodent itself. And in phone camera, we can also get the information about the time and the date and also the location that we capture the picture. And then the next equipment that we use is notebook. We have to write some important information in the notebook such as the weather and also maybe some information that we gain during the surveillance. And the next equipment, exactly a pen to write it down. And the next important equipment is ruler. We actually also can use pen to measure the length of the object that we observe, but I prefer to use ruler because it's more specific than we use the pen, and also then we use our fingers. So I prefer to use this one. So first I will looking for rodent droppings in my neighborhood, and then after a while I find some rodent droppings on top of the barrel. So before we measure rodent droppings that are found, we have to know the categories of the rodent droppings. So based on the Pacific Invasive Initiative, rat and mouse droppings are both a similar shape but are quite different in size and can be easily distinguished. Both vary in color from mid brown to black and in consistency from soft to very hard. Rat droppings are much bigger and thicker compared to that of mice. Rat droppings are generally about 12 until 20 mm long and 3 until 4 mm in diameter. Mouse droppings are much smaller, only about 3.5 until 8 mm long and 1 until 1.5 mm in diameter. Okay, let's measure and observe. The length of the rodent dropping is 8 mm and the diameter is 4 mm and the color is mid-brown. Based on the diameter, it's rat droppings, but I'm not really sure about that. And then after looking for rodent droppings in my neighborhood again, I found some other droppings in another place. After measuring using my ruler, the length of the dropping is 8 mm, the diameter is 4 mm, and the color is brown. And it categorized as red dropping. Jang, jang, jang. I found some other rodent droppings in another place. The diameter of the dropping is 2 mm, the length is 8 mm, and the color is brown, so it's categorized as mouse dropping. I'm trying to look for the teeth marks and also the footprints of the rodents from the place that I found the droppings, but I can't find the teeth marks and also the footprints of the rodent. So if you guys want to observe and find the teeth marks, you can use magnifying glass. Because the width of the red teeth marks is just about 2 millimeters wide, and for the mouse teeth marks are about 1 millimeter wide. At 5 p.m. I'm waiting the rodent to appear from the place that I found the droppings before, because usually rodent more active after 4 p.m. But I cannot find or see the rodents from this place. So yeah, guys, I already stay right here for 2 hours waiting for the rodent to appear. There's no rodent or mice right there from the place that I found the rodent droppings. Okay, right there. Besides conducting rodent surveillance to observe the visual signs such as droppings, footprints, and rodent itself, etc., I also observe the environment condition of my neighborhood. First one, I observe the environmental condition. So from my observation and also surveillance, I can see that the environment condition around me is quite clean, right? And then I also observe the whether my neighbor have garbage or not, and the good news is they have their own garbage at their home. Yay, that's great. And the condition is also clean. In my opinion, it's quite clean. I also observed the sewage system in my neighborhood. I found that sewage system in my neighborhood is quite clean, because the household waste can dispose properly. That's all of my video about rodent surveillance in my neighborhood. I hope you guys enjoy my video and can gain some information and knowledge through my video. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.